E rarani te rama. Nau mai, hara mai, mā taki mai. Ngā mihi nui, kia koutou, ngā Tahitians, te whānau o te kapa piriona, ngā mema hou, ngā mema katoa. Mō tēnei tauhau 2019. Nā, ai ana te rā, i tēnei rā. Oh, te wera hoki. Ai, tino wera. Engari, o tautahi, tauru te kaumātahi, degrees. Oh, wera. Ko beki tēnei, mai I Tamaki Makaurau, Aotearoa, New Zealand. O tēnei tōku hōtaka, waru te kaumātahi. Ai, ko neke atu, te kautie. I tēnei pō ko te kaupapa, ko ngā pānui, ngā blog, o rua mano te kaumā wari. Ai, e te hoki anō tātou ki kona. Te tiro ai ki ētahi atu hononga links, ne? I roto I te blog, o I ngā pānui o te blog. So, welcome everyone. Welcome those who are here tonight, maybe for the first time. And for the first time of the year, the new year, there is plenty in store for 2019. Rua mano te kau mā iwa. And it's looking, well, I hope it's going to be a prosperous one for all Tahitians. Now, if we got our head together, it will happen. But if we take our own agendas and go down our own pathway, it may not happen as quick as. So, who knows what the end of Redemption 2019 will bring at the end of January. Who knows what's in store for us from there on. Because many members have been continuing with the mahi, with the broadcasts every day over the holiday period. Now, our plan was to take a break of at least 4 days. Well, the plan worked. We took the 4-day break. Actually, 5 days. We had a wrong one. And we took it before Christmas. We started before Christmas. And we thought we'd be back by the new year. That all happened. That all worked. And while we were on the break, our break was so that we could share and give a gift to as many people as we saw possible to give it to. Okay? So mind you, we were out of office doing it. It wasn't as though we were sitting like this at home. We went out of our comfort zone, went out for a break, and we knew our agenda, number one, was to give a gift to as many people. And we did that. So we turned our break into a weekend kind of holiday. Because remember, the work doesn't stop there. For those of you who need a break and need to stop work, fine. That's fine too. But it was our choice to get out and give the TBC gift because we knew we could work it that way. And we knew that a lot of people would be everywhere in New Zealand. So we decided on a go base ourselves in the middle of quite a big area. And what we did every day, we based ourselves in one place and we worked in a complete circle, starting from the furthest end in the top, moving across to the furthest end we could get to within the 4 days, and worked all that area. That's amazing. We did it all in that time frame. We packed up our office and took our office with us. And of course, we were lucky that we had Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi was available, so unlimited we were, and we used it to our advantage, while we had it. And I know not many people in those areas get Wi-Fi because some of them are quite remote from, built-up areas. So that was our plan, and we did it, and we're happy about it. So we come home, unpack, and we continue to broadcast like nothing had ever happened in between. We did our broadcast while we were on our break. We continued, we kept saying to ourselves, oh, we'll have a day off on Christmas Day. So what happened? We wake up in the morning, first thing we say is, let's sneak in a broadcast this morning. Yep, let's get in a broadcast this morning. Because we kept saying to ourselves, we must be consistent with what we do. No matter what it is, we needed to be consistent. So consistent we were. And we've been at it every day right through the holiday period to now. So now we have slotted our time frame back to normal, back to the same time at night, every day from now on. So there you have it. And I mean, it's not something we planned for months and months. No, we just decided probably about two or 3 weeks before that we could do this. And we did. And we're not sorry we didn't. Because, hey, we got a lot of members. Or were waiting there, ready. Some already there. But it's like working out the matrices again and getting all the pretty and the money. Back it all up. So, there, whānau, it can be done. Just have to work it out. And, be consistent. It's no good saying, oh, I'll do it today. May do it tomorrow or the day after. But, as broadcasters, there are rules, and we abide by them. And one of them is you must broadcast at least once every week. So, we're stuck by that because they say that, we do that. So that's something to remember as a broadcaster. You can do at least one broadcast a week, but you must do it each week to claim your broadcasting rewards every week. Okay? So that's one thing that you've learned. All right. So let's share my screen and let's go into get some real quarter going. Okay? So I'm going into 2018 TVC achievements. And we are going into this one here. The blog, the billion coin. What type of questions do you ask? Okay? So click on that and here we are. What type of questions do you ask? Now remember this one was back in February 2018. A lot of the questions still apply, even now. Because some people don't bother to go to the blog and read the blog. Some people wait for someone to tell them. So, let me start off this article recognizing that I'm addressing humans and not computers. Now, this is from Edmund. If I were answering a computer, my answers would be comprehensive, unbiased, and full of facts and measurable figures. But I'm addressing humans from all walks of life, living all over the world. So that makes answering questions complicated. On the one hand, if I put too much detail in an answer, it could turn some people off because it would require too much reading for them. And that's exactly what I just finished saying. That's just one example, and I could go on and on with many examples of why it is complicated to answer questions. No one likes answering questions. Do you? I don't, that's for sure. I mean, I know the answers in my head, and I know what it means in my head. But for it to go from my head through my mouth to somebody else, may come out differently. And I think I'm doing justice. I'm not going to try to dig into this many time of answering all the questions that come up about TVC currently. In fact, I have already answered so many of these questions in previous blogs. This blog does have a keyword search on the upper right side of it. Use it. So he's referring to this box here. Search. So if you're looking for anything, just type in a keyword in there. And it will take you to all the blogs pertaining to your keyword. A question that does come up a lot has to do with available options to make the $10 payment to admin. Well, now we have 3 options and more coming. Bitcoin has been the most popular way admin has been paid so far, but we are moving away from it towards Litecoin for many reasons, enumerated in a recent blog post. Credit cards is the third option. TVC doesn't have a world-class credit card processor today because we fall into a high-risk category for many reasons. Less than 25% of the credit cards used to submit a payment to TVC are accepted by that credit card processor. That's how a high-risk credit card processor protects itself against fraud and massive chargebacks. Plus, a high-risk credit card processor is not going to have full access to all the benefits that a world-class credit card processor gets to have. I hope you get the point. PayPal is a non-option for TVC because you have to fit into the status quo perfectly to get an account. And TVC doesn't fall into any acceptable category as far as they are concerned. TBC is driving toward changing the status quo. We don't just want to fit into it. As mentioned many times before, the status quo breeds more poverty, and TBC is on a mission to end poverty globally. We can't have it both ways, guys. I remember Visa cards were not accepted. Visa credit cards were not accepted. The only credit card that was being accepted was what the other Visa card, the other credit card out. Do you remember that, kid?
Hey?
Do you remember the other credit card? Oh, hang on. I got one.
Oh, I did see one. Yeah.
I got one. MasterCard.
Yeah, that's right. MasterCard.
Yes. MasterCard was the only card being accepted at TBC. But
Yeah.
Visa cards were being denied access. Okay? So that was a big problem in the end, because people were having to look for somebody with a MasterCard. And with PayPal, there were many people who had dealt with PayPal before doing other programs, and they didn't want to use PayPal again. So PayPal was out as well for many of those users. Okay? Another recurring question that comes up has to do with migration. When is migration going to happen? Allow me some time to use this question to address the question in the title of this article. What type of questions do you ask? Are you asking questions that empower you, or questions that paralyze you? That, my friends, is the most important question to ask. The answer to that question lays within you and has nothing to do with me, TBC, or anything else outside of your control. The truth is, if you analyze the opportunities around you too much, you will become too paralyzed to take advantage of them. Where else in the world are you going to find the kind of financial leverage you get as a member of TBC? Financial leverage such as this can only be found within the circle of the elite. The rich people, we say, who use platform trading to access it, where money is basically created out of thin air. If you do any research at all on the subject, your eyes will pop out of your head when you discover what is available to the elite. It's crazy. They can invest like $1 billion and get paid like $1 billion a week on a 5-year contract. It's a big secret, but it is all over the internet. Laughing out loud, the crazy part is, it is true. Do you think the elite put in $1 billion a week in each week? Do you think they are taking $1 billion of weekly risk? Hell no. What's good enough for the goose is good enough for the gander, as the saying goes. The elite have always had the power to end poverty, and these days would have taken, well, it would have only taken a few keystrokes on a computer to do it. That's how most of the money is created today, by the way. But instead, they have us all running around chasing our tails and becoming more miserable each passing year. What a total waste of human potential has spread throughout humanity within this modern world. TBC was designed to give its members massive financial leverage and a way out of the mess the elite have created. Yet, in spite of this grand gift to humanity, some of you are paralyzed by the questions you are asking. As though the answers would even make a difference. You see, the ones making a lot of money in TVC did not start by asking all the questions first. In fact, most of the questions they asked were self-directed. The most important answers are found from within oneself. How many Kringle gifts can I give out a day, since they are practically unlimited? How many ways can I accept payment when someone wants to pay me for some of my Kringle? How can I become more likable in the world? And people usually do business with someone they like. Who do I want to partner with inside the TVC community? Do you understand why these self-directed questions are the most important? Because they empower you. You have control over you. You have very little control over anything or anyone else in your world. So why wait for anything? Get going. You really don't need to know all the answers in order to take money in TVC today. Get educated along the way by reading the blog here. Follow the scripted training inside the Criminal Case Back Office. We renamed that training Get Paid Today. Show up to the meetings with your leaders in TVC. Watch the videos of people that are making money now in TVC and ask yourself how you can be more like them so you can have similar results. Sometimes the answers you are seeking from admin might confuse you. Some of you have never hired an employee to work for you or never have led a team before. You have no reference point. That would otherwise come from personal experience. This is why I am extra cautious when I supply answers to questions. I do my best to stay inside the Goldilocks zone when I'm addressing the entire community. The minutiae of my job has very little to do with your role in TVC. Trust me, I'm doing the best job I can, and even I don't have all the answers. This is a journey for all of us together. I really just want all of you to find empowerment. And that leads you back to yourself. The TVC economy is emerging now. Doesn't exist yet. The TVC currency does exist now. And together we are distributing it globally. Are you aware that you don't even have to have a send button in order to do your part in distributing it? Don't you know already that you don't have to wait for migration to get your send button turned on now? The bank is coming, but at first you will only be able to get $500 a week from it. Don't you realize you can make more than that right now through the Kringle Case system? I also deal with some people that are negatively charged when they ask questions. No matter how I answer a question, the response to the answer will always be negative. I do my best to make these encounters as brief as possible because I don't like wasting my time. I think I have given you all a pretty good idea of why the type of question is so important. So, when is migration? Well, in a way, we are already doing the proper preparation to migrate right now. We have been sorting out the leaders of TBC. We have over 2.7 million members, and the ones stepping forward doing YouTube testimonials will be groomed to become TBC leaders. We have a communication tree structure where we will put our best leaders at the top of it to make sure migration gets the proper team support to go smoothly. Frankly, we can't migrate until that is done. We have already turned on over 1,000 send buttons, and it seems like we could turn on 10,000 more now. The current coin network is pretty stable right now, and if everyone that has a send button follows the protocol we have established, it will allow us to keep adding more send buttons ongoing up to the time of migration. So if you have a send button, why do you care when migration happens? Ask yourself that. Do you really need a system that confirms a transaction faster than Bitcoin right now? TBC and Bitcoin take about the same amount of time to confirm at the moment. So the new coin network will confirm in seconds and will be stable enough for mass adoption. But in my opinion, that's not as important as you just making some money right now. Go and make money now on TBC. Stop making excuses to hurry up and wait some more. People like that will always have an excuse to hurry up and wait, even after we have all migrated. They will still be waiting on something else. Don't be one of those people. You need the money now. Go get it. I did answer that question before. Here is a quote of what I said, and it is still the same answer. I've become even more gun-shy to suggest a date of when we will migrate, because I've been accused of dangling a carrot and moving the goalposts and such. And I only have so much ability to predict things once they complete them. The earlier the better as far as I'm concerned. Looks good that within the first quarter of 2018, both the bank and migration will happen. I push hard every day for things to happen sooner than later. Yeah, it's still the same answer, but it won't happen in the short month of February. I've got my eye on March. We have to wait for the new coin developers to finish, and they missed the early December deadline by a mile. Holidays impacted timeline considerably. We all have to learn how to get over disappointment. It's much better to remain in a state of gratitude and press forward, no matter what or when something happens. But guys, be more selective on the type of questions you ask. Leaders help uncover the motive people have that ask you questions by answering a question with a really hard question. Help the people that ask you questions to understand that empowerment comes from within. TBC is a wonderful tool in the hands of an empowered person. And remember, guys, this blog or this link in the blog was for the month of February 2018. So, looking back at what I've just read, a lot has happened. A lot of what has been said or stated has actually happened. Migration is gone. send buttons is gone. They're all done. Okay. And the send buttons are on if you have paid your fee. If you haven't paid your fee, then you are not registered on TBC, financially registered. That's right. So you won't have a bank either. Now, those who are fully registered, have paid their fees, understand what is happening regarding talking about the bank and where TBC is going with that question. 2019 will give you some answers. I am positive about that. So, folks, that is me for tonight, and I need to stop sharing and acknowledge a few people. So, Happy New Year, Paul Fisher. Great to have you here. And happy and healthy New Year for you. And to you, T. Carol, the same. And of course, Brother Reserve, my fabulous Bangladesh brother. He keeps me on my toes all the time. You too. I wish you the same. So that's it from me tonight, Beck. And my next podcast will be tomorrow night. Back to normal now, so can't stuff anything around anymore. And be safe out there. And let's push on with giving the gift. Okay? So who will you give the gift away to today? Let's find out tomorrow. Okay? Because I'm going to give a gift away tomorrow too. Okay? So hack on that out, people, and catch it to you. Apple. Thank you. Oh, I should be saying peace.